4? Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Temple Israel. So the week gets ready to come to an end. We get ready to welcome in Shabbat. It's been a full week as we marked Yom HaZikaron, marked Israel's Memorial Day, and celebrated Yom HaAtzmaut, celebrated Independence Day. Even in the midst of a hard time, we mark happy occasions and continue to celebrate the good. Now we turn to Shabbat. We get ready to end the work of the week, to step back from the concerns of the last 6 days, to begin our sacred time. We welcome in Shabbat with the lighting of candles. I invite you to please rise.
אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו, וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom. May be seated. Let's turn to the Sidurim, the Kabbalat Shabbat. Turn to page 11. Let us go and sing to God. Let us trumpet praise to our protector. Filled with thanks, we greet God as we raise our voices in song. Lechu Neranena, page 11.
Lechu, 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 lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Lechu, 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 lechu neranena, Naria, Letzor Yishenu, Nekama, Fana Vitoda, Bizmira Naria Lo, Kia Gadol Adonai, Hu Melech Gadol HaKol Elohim. Lechu, 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 lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Lechu, lechu, lechu neranena, Naria, Letzor Yishenu. Arbaim shana kupidor, v'omaram tu elevavim, v'hem ledu derachai, asher nishbati v'api, im yavon hamenuchati. We are going to sing a new song to God, Shiru Ladonai, page 13. Shiru Ladonai shir chadash, Shiru Ladonai kol haaretz, Shiru Ladonai baruch shemo, basru miyom liyom Yeshuato. Shiru Ladonai shir chadash, Shiru Ladonai kol haaretz, Shiru Ladonai baruch shemo, basru miyom liyom Yeshuato. Safru v'goyim kevodo, b'chol ha'amim nifleotav. Safru v'goyim kevodo, b'chol ha'amim nifleotav. Shiru Ladonai shir chadash, Shiru Ladonai kol haaretz, Shiru Ladonai baruch shemo, basru miyom liyom Yeshuato. Shiru Ladonai shir chadash, Shiru Ladonai kol haaretz, Shiru Ladonai baruch shemo, basru miyom liyom Yeshuato. Miyom leyom, miyom leyom, miyom leyom, miyom leyom, miyom leyom, miyom leyom, basru miyom liyom Yeshuato. Yismechu hashamayim v'tageh haaretz, yiram hayam lo yalo sadai v'chol asher bo, az yiranenu kol hateyar. לפני אדוני, כיפה לשפוט הארץ, לשפוט תבל בצדק, לימים באמונתו.
Let's turn to page 20, the final 3 lines of the page with the red arrow, Romamu.
רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו.
Turn to page 23, and we welcome the Shabbat Kala, the Shabbat bride, with the words of Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, ishmianu el hameyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem u'tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha, ki mekor haberacha. Mirosh mikadem nesucha, sof maaseh v'machshavat techila. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Boi v'shalom atereh bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tola. Toch emunei am segula, boi chala, lecha Dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela.
May be seated. Let's turn to page 27, Song for the Day of Shabbat, Mizmor Shir LeYom HaShabbat.
Yai la 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 la, yai la la la, yai la 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 la, la 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 la, yai la la la, yai la 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 la, yai la la, yai la la, yai la 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 la, la la, yai la la la, yai la la la. Mizmor Shir LeYom HaShabbat, Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, tov lehodot l'Adonai, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עזור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת. טוב להודות לאדוני, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. צדיק התמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו, עוד ינומו בשיבה דשנים ורעננים יהיו, להגיד כי אשר אדוני צורי ולא הבלעת בו.
Page 29.
Adonai malaki lavesh Adonai oti tazar, afti kon tevel paratimot, mikolot mayim rabim, adirim mishpereyam, adir bamarom Adonai, erotechanem nimlovetchana vakodesh, Adonai leorech yamim.
Each and every Shabbat, we share words of bracha, share words of blessing at home with our children, with our families, in community, together with the people around us. So take a moment. I want everyone to rise. Say Shabbat Shalom to someone around you. Say hello. If you feel comfortable with it, put your arms around the person next to you. And we join together in the priestly blessing.
Adonai ve'yishmerecha,
Kein yehi ratzon. May God bless you and keep you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
Kein yehi ratzon. May God turn God's face to you and may God be gracious unto you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasim lecha shalom.
Kein yehi ratzon.
Yasim lecha shalom. Kin yehi ratzon. Yasim lecha shalom. Kin yehi ratzon.
May God grant you shalom, grant you peace. Kein yehi ratzon.
Kin yehi ratzon.
May be seated. We turn to the Mishaberach, to the prayer for healing, as we think of the people in our lives in need of physical and spiritual well-being this Shabbat. If you'd like to include someone in this prayer for healing, I invite you to rise in your places and to share the names of the people you're praying for when I come to you. That kol hacholim and all those who are ill, we join together in a prayer for healing.
Avotinu mikol
Turn to the Mourner's Kaddish on page 30, and I invite those in mourning or marking a yortzeit to rise and join with me in the words of the Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'yalmad yivera kirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael v'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevorach leolam olameo maya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha b'richu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechemata damiran v'yalma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. You may be seated. Good Shabbos, everyone. So I got a somewhat entertaining, amusing first-time call in the synagogue office this week. A man called the office and wanted to know if the rabbi could perform an exorcism. He had an exorcism is removing a demon from somebody. And he was calling specifically, I really hope he's not watching on live stream, but he was calling because he needed someone to get the demon out of his girlfriend. I'm going to save what the response was for a few minutes. I have never gotten that request before, needless to say, and the office staff had quite a fun day with that one. But it did give me an opportunity to teach the fact that if you go into Jewish tradition, there are actually a lot of lessons about demons and the supernatural and monsters and things like that. And if you go through the Talmud, there are some ancient remedies for supernatural occurrences. My first thought was to go to one of those. But instead of turning to the sections about demons, I actually realized afterwards that it was much more appropriate to look at the double parsha this week, Tazria and Mitzorah, because these are two of the harder parshiot to look at, and they involve something that sounds like a bit of an exorcism. Tazria and Mitzorah tell the story of someone who in ancient times was stricken with a skin condition called tzara'at, often translated as leprosy, but probably wasn't exactly it. Because tzara'at was more of a spiritual affliction than a medical affliction. And the Mitzorah, like the name of the Torah portion, the person who had tzara'at, didn't go to see a doctor, didn't go to see a medical professional, but instead called the priest, the Kohen, the religious leader, who would go and examine them and decide whether this was tzara'at or not, and tell them what to do, how to respond to this condition. Often quarantining out of the camp, but throughout the time outside of the camp, the Kohen, the priest, would go outside and examine the person and keep them company, and then when the person was ready to come back, escort them back into the camp, take them to the temple, to the Mishkan, and guide them back into full acclimation into the community. It's one of the least popular Torah portions of the year because no one really likes reading about the skin disease sections. And if you wind up with this as your bar bat mitzvah Torah portion, you're going to have a very hard time writing a speech. But there's something really very beautiful about the portion, actually, the role of the Kohen. Because the role of the priest is not to treat the person with tzara'at, not to tell the person how to get rid of it, but to be there with them, to go visit them when they sense that something is wrong, when they feel that something is wrong inside of them that is coming out in the form of this tzara'at. The priest goes to them, examines them where they are, and then guides them through the process of both leaving the camp and staying with them until they come back in, until they're ready to be part of the broader community again. And as I thought about that Torah portion, after hearing about this request for an exorcism, I realized that this person, I don't really believe that there's a demon that has invaded their home. I'm pretty clear about that. But probably something is wrong. Something is wrong that is manifesting, and their interpretation of it is that there is a demon in the home. All that person perhaps needs is someone to be with them, to guide them through this difficult situation, not to solve the problem for them with candles or holy water or prayers or anything else that whoever it is could come up with, but by a listening ear, keeping them company and assuring them that they will get there, that they will be okay. So, over the summer, I have some free time coming up. I may dive into the laws of exorcism because I should say that the executive director reminded me it's a good revenue source for the synagogue. If you're on the board, that's helpful. But I think more importantly, from the laws of Tazria, Mitzora, and Sarat, I learned the most important thing that we can do is keep people company when it is that they are feeling down. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. You know, it kind of made me laugh that you were talking about exorcism because today at CJP Shabbat, I talked about magic.
But not exorcisms,
But
probably.
not exorcism because, I'm just going to share because I do that. So, you know how magicians say abracadabra?
It's Hebrew.
It's actually Hebrew. Bara kedabra. It is created as it is spoken. So we really believe, let there be light, God said, and there was light. So our prayers, our words create.
We create with our words.
Yeah.
And
So
this
he's
ties
doing
into
exorcisms,
Tazria
I'm
Mitzora.
doing magic. What's happening at Temple Israel?
We got a lot going on here. Let's turn to Mariv, the evening service, page 39. Please rise. I want to call on the kids to join us for the Baruch Hu.
To my prayers, can you hear that voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared?
Baruch Hu Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. Le'olam va'ed. Yalalai, lai, lai. 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 Yalalai, lai, lai.
May be seated.
Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uben laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimochalinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv haravim, ahavat olam
Page
Yisrael
40. Ahavat olam Yisrael.
כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה, ואהבתך תשים ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה Asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha veshinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam beshivtecha beveitecha uvelachtecha v'derech uveshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam liot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha Uchtavtam amezuzot beitecha uvisharecha.
Page 42.
Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor daber. Adonai Elohechem emet.
Then Moses, Miriam, and the people of Israel joyfully sang this song to you, Micha Mocha Ba'elim Adonai, top of page 44.
Malchuto beratzon kiblu alehem Moshe u'Miriam u'bnei Yisrael lechanu shira besimcha haraba v'amru chulam Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai Micha mocha nedar b'kodesh Nora tehilot, oseh peled. Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha mocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot, oseh peled. Malchut, and the river is wide, and the river is deep,
And the river is deep,
and the river is standing between you and me, and freedom, but we shall overcome one day. Adonai, Micha mocha nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot, oseh peled. Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha mocha nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot, oseh peled. Good job, guys. V'nemar ki Adonai et Yaakov u'gel miyad chazak mimenu Baruch ata Adonai Gal Yisrael.
Amen. Allow us, God, to sleep peacefully and awaken us again in the morning. Blessed are you who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, and over Jerusalem. Page 45, Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom ve'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom ve'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim. When I lay down at night, when I rest my head, oh God, watch over me. And when the morning comes, we thank Adonai. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Vehamidenu Malkeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Vehamidenu Malkeinu lechaim. Ushmor tzeitzenu bohenu lechaim u'shalom me'atav yad olam ufros alinu sukat shalomecha baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim.
Amen. Page 46, please rise.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Beni u'b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. U'bayom hashvi shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei rabav.
Amen.
Ve'amad yivrach yirutei ve'yamlich malchutei.
V'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'gala ba'gala u'bizman kariv.
V'imeru
Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam le'omaya yitbarach.
Yitbarach ve'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei kudsha brichu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran bi'alma v'imeru. Amen.
We spend the next few moments in silent prayer with the words of the Amidah, beginning on page 47.
Every prayer that lifts above us, every dream that hides among us, every hope that fights to last, every question asked and answered, every question asked and like a sacred holy password, like a sacred holy password, unlocks our own link to the past. Lidor vador, nagid galecha, ulenetzach netzachim, kedushatcha nakdish, v'shivchacha Eloheinu, mipinu lo yamush leolam va'ed, lidor vador. Forever you, forever me, forevermore. So TI kids sing when we were practicing, we did a different Lidor Vador, and they said, no, we have to do this one, so that's why we're doing this one. And the reason why we're doing Lidor Vador is because this week we had all the Yoms. We had Yom HaShoah, Yom HaZikaron, the Day of Remembrance, Yom HaAtzmaut, the Day of Independence. And my heart is just filled with complexity. And what gives me hope is our kids, Lidor Vador. And so hearing them sing this and knowing the heritage, what it brings to all of our lives is really important this week. Every time we come together, every whisper of forever, every heart deserves a love like that. Every heart deserves a love like this. So every night and every morning. So every night and every morning, with every line of every story, with every line of every story, your song will never leave our lips. Your song will never leave our lips. Lidor vador, nagid galecha, ulenetzach netzachim, kedushatcha nakdish, v'shivchacha Eloheinu, mipinu lo yamush leolam va'ed, ki el melech hagadol v'hakadosh ata, ki el melech hagadol, ki el melech hagadol v'hakadosh ata, ki el melech hagadol, lidor vador, nagid galecha, ulenetzach netzachim, kedushatcha nakdish, v'shivchacha Eloheinu, mipinu lo yamush leolam va'ed, lidor vador. Forever us, forever we, forevermore. Beautiful.
We continue on page 54 with Kaddish Shalem. I want to invite any kids here to join us up on the bima for the Kiddush, page 54.
Ikaravi kadash meraba.
Amen.
Ve'amadi v'rachidu tevim nitmachotei b'chei chonavim v'chon v'chei t'chol Beit Yisrael. Bagalav izman kariv yimru amen.
Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach.
Le'olam lo me'omaya. Yitbarach, Yitbarach, Yishabach, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, Yinaseh, Yitzhar, 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 Shmei Kudsha, Brihu, Leila, Min Kol Bechadav, Shiratat, Yishbaratat, Menachamatat, Amiran, Bi'ama, V'imru, Amin. Tzidka, Tzot, 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 Yisrael, Kodam, Avon, V'ishmai, V'imru, Amin. Yehi Shomar Rab, Amin, Shemai, V'chaim, Lein, V'chol Yisrael, V'imru, Amin. Yoseh Shalom, B'imro, Mav, Hu Yaseh Shalom. Aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, V'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, V'imru, Amin. Amen.
Page 55. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodesho v'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta V'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha b'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen.
Chaim.
L'chaim.
Page 56, Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishbechot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוצר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו, בגבי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, מלכנו אפס ולטו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום, והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ, מתחת עיניו. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
May be seated. We turn to page 58 for the Mourner's Kaddish. This week we observe the Yort sites of Elizabeth Savadkin Small, Gabriel Gleiberman, Irving Epstein, Jacob Beikovitz, Julius Katzen, Mamie Schaefer, Michael Javaris, Pamela Godwin Carroll, Philip Elliott Katzen, Celia Rubin, Esther Doris, Helga Rosenberger, Irving Jacobson, Rachel Wolk Cinco, Sadie Boyce, Sheila Kritzer, Shirley Hodes Millender, Wolf Ashendorf, Gerard Susi, Isaac Rosenberg, Janet Jaffa, Janice Friedland, Kimberly Susan Bates, Leona Gartner, Natalie Podlofsky, Selwyn Taubman, Aaron Berman, Judy Sutker, M. David Silverman, Nathan Pinsoff, Sandy Berger, Anna Ginsberg, Charles Fine, Frank Lubin, Gordon Hollander, Harry Farber, Harry Schaefer, Helen Levine, Lawrence Williams, Ruth Bograd, Bernice Pinchuk, Laddie Aschendorf, Max Zander, Philip Klein, Selma Firestone, Yetta Weiss, Fanny Sokolovsky, Henry Seed, Isaac Katz-Nelson, Joan August, Joseph Wernick, Molly Burak, Morton Turk, Raymond Oppenheimer, Arnold Levinson, Donald Winnick, Gertrude Cohen, Lillian Rosenfeld, Marion Schneider, Samuel Rosenthal, and Sidney F. Ross. We also extend condolences to congregants who've lost loved ones in the last several weeks. This Shabbat, we remember Rachel Lindenbaum, mother of Joanna Lindenbaum, Nathan Rose, brother of Sharon Hockfield, Cynthia Romero, mother of Dion Sands, Jeannie Lecker, wife of Erwin Lecker, mother of David Lecker, Dr. Harold Baum, father of Alan Baum. And Alan and Stacy and family will be returning to Charlotte on Sunday, observing Shiva at their home with the minyan at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Page 58, I invite those in mourning or marking a yortzeit to rise and join me in the mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal, v'yitkadash, shemei rabah, v'yalma divera kirute, v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon, uv'yomechon, uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehi shemei rabah mevorach leolam ulomeo maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha brihu, le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran v'yalma v'yimru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yal kol yoshvei tevel v'yimru, amen. You may be seated. Representing the Temple Israel Board of Trustees, I call on Joseph Spill.
Everybody's doing well tonight. So great to see everybody on a Friday. Kids, you guys did awesome. Wish my kids would have joined y'all, but you did such a great job up there singing. So much
Wow.
courage to get up there and do that.
Joseph, I don't do that on the beam.
I know. Want to give a big thank you to Rabbi and Cantor. You guys always lead such an amazing service, and it just feels like you guys get a little more energized. I always feel when there's kids involved too, and it's just. And I noticed how you were walking down the stairs, singing and holding the guitar at the same time, and like keeping tune and everything. That was great. And Rabbi, obviously we've got more tasks that we can ask of you tonight, exorcisms, and all that. So
All in the job description.
Please flood the call books for Rabbi with anything that you desire, because he can do it all. We've got a bunch of events coming up. The big one is going to be this Sunday. So our annual meeting is going to be this Sunday night, 5 to 8 o'clock. The big thing this year is going to be that there's going to be childcare. So I know that's been a tough thing for us in the past. My kids actually came to the annual meeting last year and sat through it, and there's going to be childcare that's free, and pizza is going to be provided. You do have to register. So if you have kids, if you don't have kids, please come, because it's just a great time to get together, and there's going to be a reception before, and it's just going to be a lot of fun too. And then you get to hear a lot of numbers too in here that are important as well. So please sign up, please come to that on Sunday, and bring your kids, and they'll have a fun activity during the annual meeting. And then we've got a few other events. Join the women of Temple Israel for 2 meaningful events next week. May 7th, Reclaiming the Mikvah with Cantor Lissick. Explore the modern spiritual meaning of the mikvah with discussion, a tour, and light refreshments by candlelight. And also on Friday, May 9th, Kabbalat Shabbat Oseh Shalom, Finding Inner Peace with a meditation led by Haley Sklut. followed by a beautiful outdoor service and a delicious Shabbat dinner in the social hall. So definitely register for those events. They sound like they're going to be great, and always great when you have refreshments after too. And then on May 18th, Sunday, to celebrate Lag BaOmer, there's going to be a scenic hike on Crowder's Mountain. We'll meet at 1:30 to begin the journey, enjoy a meaningful teaching from Rabbi Wolk at the summit, and wrap up with ice cream at the base, courtesy of the Temple Israel Men's Club. So like all these events have got food involved, so they sound great. And then also we need help with Minyan. I've been hearing that that's been a troublesome issue. So just want to remind you of the times. Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. in the chapel. Thursday morning, it's going to be at 8 a.m. in the chapel. Sunday morning, 9 a.m. in the chapel. And then Saturday, there's a 12:30 right after services. You can have a little bit of food for the luncheon and then head over. And then also on Sunday evening at 5:30 in the chapel as well. So if you can make it, definitely try to make it out. And then next Saturday, Big Shabbat, May the 10th, we're going to be honoring Alan Jonathan, who has just been such a great everything for the temple. I don't think there's a more popular person in our community than you. Whenever I come to the Shir Tefillah and they introduce you, I don't think Taylor Swift gets as more of an applause as you do at those. So we're going to miss you. We're going to be honoring Alan next Saturday. And he says he's still going to be a member and everything, so he's not leaving town.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, thank goodness. He's just not going to have to worry about kids going up on the balcony when someone's giving announcements. So that job's over. But please come next Saturday for Shabbat. We will be honoring Alan and all the work that he's done for Temple for the last 7 years. And thank you all so much for coming out, and Shabbat Shalom.
Joseph, thank you. You joked about your kids at the annual meeting, so I have to tell you my Clara Rose's favorite line, and I asked her permission to quote this. When I would come home from board meetings, she would say, "Are they called board meetings because people are playing board games or because people are bored?" Always wanted to know that. Let's turn back to page 5 as we conclude Kabbalat Shabbat with the words of Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem Malachi Asharet Malachi Elyon Mimelech Malachi HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Shalom Aleichem Malachi Asharet Malachi Elyon Mimelech Malachi HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ay, 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 Boachem L'Shalom Malachi Shalom Malachi Elyon Mimelech Malachi HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nila Shalom Malachi Shalom Malachi Elyon Mimelech Malachi HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nila Shalom Malachi Shalom Malachi Elyon Mimelech Malachi HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ay 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 Tzidchem L'Shalom Malachi Shalom Malachi Elyon Mimelech Malachi HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.